Hello, welcome back, and thank you for the first 20 people who subscribed to my YouTube channel. Hopefully we can grow this channel and basically make it special. The television upfronts for this fall season began, and I'd like to discuss with you what's coming out, what's moving, and what happens being the and what is coming this spring. And I would like to give a special shout out to two stations who I really think needs, well, Fox and the CW, because I want to discuss why I think they're in for a very long haul this year. Mondays this specific fall. So Mondays at 8:30 is Kevin Can Wait. Then after October 24th, Kevin Can Wait goes to 8 o'clock. At 8:30 then is Man with the Plans, stars Matt LeBlanc, and when seeing this trailer, I immediately thought to myself, well, this is a poor man's version of Kevin Can Wait, because here's the thing, I like Kevin James. Matt LeBlanc I've never understood. Just never understood what's... Conviction stars Haley Atwell and people who are complaining that, Agent Carter was canceled, blah blah blah. Well, here you get another show with her, so with the same name as, And she basically is the ne'er-do-well daughter of the former president of the United States, who is basically hired to re-examine wrongful convictions. So here's to that. So Timeless is obviously it's a time-traveling show that stars Abigail Spencer. Her from, she was on Suits for a couple of seasons, and Matt Latner, and they're hired by the government to go after Gore and Vision because a criminal who wants to alter time. And I think this is one of the more interesting shows that's currently out there. Tuesdays at 8:30 is American Housewife. 9 o'clock is Bull. This Is Us. And No Tomorrow. Bull, so now Bull here, here's my question. Do we really need a show about the early life, inspired by the early life of Dr. Phil? Because I really don't know, and it happens to be the guy who recently left NCIS, so clearly he wants to do something good for him. This Is Us is a dramedy about people who were born on the same day, stars Andy Moore, Milo Villayama, and Sterling K. Brown. Whether you like it, I don't know. Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, it's Lethal Weapon. At 8:30, it's Speechless. At 9 o'clock, it's Frequency. And at 10 o'clock, it's Designated Survivor. Designated Survivor, which I think is probably the best pilot this coming fall, has Kiefer Sutherland as a guy he's basically the HUD secretary who, after he's a designated survivor obviously, and there's an attack, he becomes the president. This is from what I heard, this is supposed to be a mixture of the plot of what happens after the people who are getting away with this, and a family drama. So well, hopefully it'll be good. Okay, Thursdays, 8:30 is The Great Indoors. 8:30 is A Good Place. 8 o'clock is Notorious. At 9 o'clock it's Pitch, and 10 o'clock it's Pure Genius. A Good Place, which stars Ted Danson and Kirsten Bell, which is an afterlife comedy. She's mistakenly sent to heaven. And here's my thing. I know a lot of people like Kirsten Bell. I've never understood her. I like Ted Danson, but again, with Kirsten Bell, she's a blank for me. I don't understand why people like her. Stars Kylie Van Berry as Jenny Baker. She's the first pitcher ever in the major leagues. And it also stars Mark Paul Gosselaar as the pitcher, and Michael Beach, who was killed off on the 100, shows up here as the father of Jenny, and hopefully, Pure Genius, which is a new medical show that has a genius who has a debilitating, crippling disease. And, I would like it for once if there was here's the thing I would like to say about this, and it's this. Westerns were on television for a good part of a decade, and then they burned themselves out. And I would very much love it if, for 1 year, there would be no medical shows, no cop shows, no lawyer shows. That would all be wonderful. On Friday nights at 8 o'clock, it's MacGyver, and 8 o'clock also it's The Exorcist. Sunday nights at 8:30, it's Sons of Zorn. Sons of Zorn is a half animated, half live action show, which stars Jake and Sudeikis as Zorn, and he comes home after 10 years of warring, I guess. And this is supposed to be a workplace slash family comedy, and has Cheryl Hines as his ex-wife. Okay, let's discuss what now is moving this fall. Okay, on Mondays at 8 o'clock it's Supergirl, who has happened to move to the CW. At 9 o'clock it's Two Broke Girls. At 9:30 it's The Odd Couple. At 10 o'clock it's Scorpion. On Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock it's The Middle. 9 o'clock Fresh Off the Boat. At 9:30 it's The Real O'Neills. At 10 o'clock it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then also it's NCIS New Orleans. Wednesdays, the Goldbergs move at 8 o'clock, and also at 8 o'clock happens to be Blind Spot. On Thursdays, at 8 o'clock it's Superstore. And at 9 it's Rosewood. Also at 9 is Supernatural Pitch. Which first of all, let me say this: you're thinking to yourself, okay, isn't Pitch originally on the fall schedule? No, it was originally for spring, but they decided to move with Bones, basically. Okay, and now also at 9 o'clock it's Chicago Medical, and then at 10 o'clock it's The Blacklist. Then on Friday nights, it's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and then at 8 o'clock on Sunday nights it's NCIS Los Angeles, and at 9 o'clock it's Madam Secretary. Any of these movings make sense at all. I think it shows great part on CBS to move Scorpion to 10 o'clock, although I really prefer it at 9 o'clock, because then that time slot is real crowded. Moving Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday shows... Now ABC wants to say, oh, we want to give it a more edgier storyline, but really, can you name any TV shows that have survived at 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday night on ABC? Trust me, I don't know why. Moving Blind Spots to 8 p.m. on a Wednesday does not make sense to me, although, more power to them. I really wish NBC, which J.Lo once showed does never believing her contract now stands for nothing but Chicago, would have been, if it made more sense to have all like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med all in one night. Maybe that does. I don't know. Again, Blacklist moving to Thursday night at 10. Again, does that work? Who knows? Crazy Ex-Girlfriend moving to the Friday nights at 9. Well, there you go. That effectively proves out. No. Hey, guess what? No one's watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Let's move to Friday nights where no one will watch it. Into what is premiering at mid-season, starring with NBC. There's The Blacklist Redemption. There is Chicago Justice. There's Emerald City. There's Great News. There's Marlon, Midnight Texas, Powerless, Taken, Trial and Error. Blacklist Redemption is the spin-off that stars Famke Janssen as Susan Hargrave, who happens to be the mother of the Ryan Eggle character, who's Tom Keene. I've been trying to catch up on the season 3 of The Blacklist, which has been fairly good this season. Chicago Justice, which is the latest in the Chicago franchise, has Carl Weathers as the state attorney general. Carl Weathers must be in desperate need of a paycheck here. Midnight Texas is from the author of True Blood, and basically, you know what that will get you. Powerless stars Vanessa Hudgens, and this is set in the DC universe, in which it's set in an insurance company for people who want to lay claim to things that happen in their life during a superhero who is fighting a supervillain attack on their, Trial and Error, which is a spoof of Making a Murderer, and it stars John Lithgow as the guy who's accused of murder. Now, I like John Lithgow a lot. I think when he's a villain, he has a whole range of personality. When he's a good guy, I think the personality is drained of him. On Fox, there's 24 Legacy, APB, the final seasons of Bones, Making History, The Mick, Prison Break, Shots Fired. On CBS, there's Doubt, there's Training Day. On ABC, there's Downward Dog, Imaginary Mary, there's Scandal, Still Star-Crossed, and Time After Time. On the CW, well, it's whatever didn't make the cut the for fall. Okay, The 100 Eye Zombie, the originals, Riverdale, and Rain. Still Star-Crossed, which is the Shondaland version of, and it takes place after what happened. It takes place what happens after Romeo and Juliet. And then there's Time After Time, which is this latest adaptation of the H.G. Wells novel. There was a film earlier in the 80s that has H.G. Wells going after Jack the Ripper in a modern day setting, so maybe that will be good. Dow, which stars Katherine Heigl, and that's all I really need to know, because Katherine Heigl I never understood as an actress, and this is a person who falls for a client who may or may not be guilty. Now I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't violate lawyer-client privilege. Okay, I want to get into now what you should watch, what I'm particularly neutral on, although anything could change, and not what you should skip. Okay, on ABC then, you should watch Conviction, Designated Survivor, and Imaginary Mary. What I'm neutral on is American Housewife, Notorious, Speechless, Time After Time. What I suggest you skip is Downward Dog and Still Star-Crossed. On CBS, what I say you should watch is The Great Indoors, Kevin Kenway, and Training Day. I'm neutral on MacGyver. What you should skip is Bull, Pure Genius, Doubt, Man with a Plan. Okay, on the CW, I say watch Riverdale. I'm neutral on Frequency, and please skip No Tomorrow. On Fox, well, you should watch Making History, and you should also watch Shots Fired. What I'm neutral on is 24 Legacy, APB, The Exorcist, Lethal Weapon, and Star. And also Pitch. What you should skip is The Mick and Son of Zorn. On NBC, what you should watch is The Blacklist Redemption, Great News, Powerless, Timeless. What I'm neutral on is Chicago Justice, Emerald City, This Is Us, and Trial and Error. What you should skip is The Good Place, Marlon, Midnight Texas, and Taken. So now I want to go into a personal rant for Fox, and I want to do a personal rant for the CW. First off, Fox. Fox has come out of the hole recently. Empire has really dragged them out of that hole they've been digging out of. I think also Gotham, which I sort of stopped watching, although I've heard good things about the subsequent season. But here's the thing: I truly believe that they're digging themselves into a bigger hole this upcoming season, because what they have is basically reboots. First of all, 24 Legacy. You're giving this to where is Kiefer Sutherland? I mean, you want to see Kiefer Sutherland. You don't want to see the guy who played Dr. Dre from Straight Outta Compton. God bless Cody Hawkins, I guess we all know that now that he's going to get killed off in The Walking Dead. APB, Fox has not had the greatest luck with cop shows. I liked Almost Human. That was a good show. You could have easily kept that. But this stars Justin Kirk as a guy. He's a billionaire, and he takes over a police precinct. And it's like, okay. I look at the trailer and I think, okay, so what? Son of Zorn, people have been wanting a Roger Rabbit sequel for 30 years. And I look at this, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, they made millions to make this. I made the same thing, but I flushed it down the toilet about 2 minutes afterwards. This is the first show that's going to get canceled this year. If you look at the trailer for Pitch, watching it in a theater, you would say to yourself, okay, this looks good, I might check this out. Maybe not necessarily the first week, but I would definitely check this film out. But as a TV show, you have to show me more, basically. And I don't think that if the trailer was the whole season, then yes, maybe that'd be interesting. But if it's the first episode, what are you gonna do? I mean, seriously. Also, Bones is ending, which thank God Bones is ending, because I really don't understand why anybody watches that show anymore. Also, you got Prison Break, which again, why are you making another Prison Break show? Because what? With Miller and dying for someone more busy. Okay, and also let me say this. In a year which A, Rush Hour, B, Damien, C, C, Limitless, D, Minority Report, all get canceled. Fox decides, okay, let's make The Exorcist and Lethal Weapon into a TV show. Okay, well, if you show me the trailer for Exorcist and didn't have the title and the iconic music at the end of the trailer, I was saying to myself, okay, this is an interesting show about two priests visiting or to investigate paranormal, supernatural, religious phenomenon. Yes, that might make an interesting TV show. I might check it on occasion. Check it out on occasion. But here's the thing: you put the Exorcist title you put the Exorcist title as the name of the show, and the iconic creepy music in it. The first Exorcist movie was really good. All the subsequent films are less to be forgotten. Although, if you really want to press me, I would say Dominion and prequel to Exorcist, which one that Paul Schrader wrote and the WB people weren't happy about. Okay, and then first of all, and why is Gina Davis doing this? Again, that's probably the creepiest thing about it, is looking at Gina Davis's face. As for Lethal Weapon, it's like if you're making the grittiness of the first two films, then yes. If you're making it into the silly comedies that were 3 and 4, then no. And also, I'm sorry, I don't care for the Wayans brothers. I know that a lot of people love the Wayans brothers. I'm sorry, I just have never cared for them. Now, let me give you something about the CW. The CW has 15 hours of programming and only 10 hours of slots to do this in it. And I would like to say this: please, to the CW, get yourself a 10 o'clock hour, because this is getting ridiculous. Or go to Sundays, because I don't understand why you're doing this. CW renewed basically everything this year. The only thing that got canceled was that Outbreak TV show, Containment, and another comedy that no one really mentioned, and Beauty and Beast is ending, and America's Next Top Model got moved to VH1. Here, No Tomorrow, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, either the Vampire Diaries or the originals will get canceled. And here's another thing: I believe out of the 5 shows that are going to be premiering mid-season, I believe 4 are going to get a slot. Rain, which I think is a dreadful TV show, is going to be moved to summer. And so, which TV show do I think is going to be the first? Will be the first canceled? I think Son of Zorn, as I reiterated, is going to be the first comedy canceled. The first drama is going to get canceled. That's a real toss-up, because I really don't know, because they've been trying to get the dramas to be more entertaining. Good luck with that. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go places, folks. Enrich yourself with knowledge, because otherwise, without knowledge, you're left in the dark. Good luck.